I am your hair loss daddy. So many men in America did not grow up with a positive father figure in their life to tell them what actually matters as far as being an attractive male, as far as your male identity, the masculine experience. So we're left to believe that our looks and our hair specifically is what makes us attractive. It's not true. People like me know that. That's why I have 7,600 subscribers. People need to hear that truth because they're not getting it elsewhere. That's a lot of what this channel is about. Me serving as your manly mentor, speaking truth to you that you haven't got growing up because you did not have a positive male role model. You didn't have a father in the house, or if he was passive or abusive, or your parents were divorced. You need that supplement. I am that supplement for so many of you, and I'm glad that you're all here. Let's check out a few comments that came today. Very popular comments, come in all the time. I'm tempted to say, just look at the search engine on my channel and find where I've talked about this before, but no, it's good to make the same video over and over a couple times a year just to kind of help the new viewers. So I made that, the very engaging video called Age 35, Not Balding Yet, Probably Won't Go Bald Anytime Soon. Our friend Mofound Light said this, quote, "Give us a solution." And then Ryan right underneath that, he said, "How do you know if you go bald?" So let's combine those in one convenient video where I will tell you how you will know if you go bald and then what the solution for that is. Let's get to work. And for those of you who have seen all 2,800 of my hair loss videos, you can go ahead and turn it off because you're not going to learn anything new. You're just going to hear me say the same thing while wearing a different t-shirt and a different background. But you're welcome to stick around. So how do you know if you're going to go bald? And give us a solution. All right, here we go. The way you know you're going to go bald is you'll look at a photo of yourself at age 1. That's a projection of you at age 35. Age 35 is the most important age for determining the second half of your life as far as hair loss. Because if you have aggressive hair loss, it's going to be noticed by your 35th birthday. I'm 38, so I'm kind of in that between because, well, as I get older, I'll be thinning and receding. But to say that I'll be bald by 50, probably not. Now, if you have my hairline when you're 18, there's a good chance that by 25, you're going to be noticeably balding. It's all about how quickly it happens before age 35. So to look at a photo of yourself at age 1, not younger than that or after that, but age 1, often serves as a good projection of you at age 35. Another way to know is if you have a full connected beard before your 18th birthday. And I mean connected, I mean this needs to be connected here. There needs to be real estate right in here. I don't mean a Ryan George beard. While his beard looks fluffy, it's not actually connected. He's 30, he's not going to be going bald. So you're more likely to lose your hair early on in life if you can grow a full connected beard by your 18th birthday. In addition to that, being a hairy guy. I have always been a hairy guy. In high school, I was the most hairiest guy in the room, and I still am. Well, I know what you're thinking. Well, then you should be completely bald. Well, not so much. In general, men who have more body hair and grow facial hair by their 18th birthday, in general, are going to be dealing with balding issues sooner in life. Like a guy I work with, Mason. He jokes that he still can't grow a full beard, but boy, that hair's so thick and his hairline's so low, and he's 27 at this point. And I've already told him, I was like, they're not gonna go bald. He's like, yeah, but I can't grow a beard. I was like, that's a problem that a lot of guys wish they could have if it meant they had hair. So there's definitely a relation. If you don't believe me, go to Asia. I spent 2 summers teaching English in Thailand, and that's where I first noticed that Asian men in general can't grow a full beard. They're lucky to have a little bit of a goatee and mustache, but typically the men don't go bald, or if they do, they're 60 years old before they even have this kind of receding. So I realized there are certain ways to predict it. Ethnicity is another one. Well, I basically just gave that one away. If you're of Asian descent, you're less likely to go aggressively bald younger in life, which culturally is a curse, though, if you're living in Asia, because most men are less likely to go bald early in life. For those men who do, they stand out more. So if you're Asian, hopefully you're in the United States if you're balding, because here you can shave your head and get away with it, and not have to deal with the ridicule and all that. So, but what if you're mixed? What if you're a little bit, I mean, for me, my DNA test says I'm nearly a quarter Native American because of Mexican heritage. So if anything, that could have slowed down my destiny as far as hair loss goes, because all three of my uncles on my mom's side are now in their 60s and they have hairlines like this. So I definitely think that any kind of Asian, and I put Asian and Native American kind of in the same bucket there, because I believe history shows us that Native Americans came from Asia. It's that same gene, where they're not hairy, but also they tend to keep their hair. So those are just right off the top the things I would say to you. Now, to get to the question, provide us a solution. Here's the thing, and it's this simple. Let's think about this. If there was some easy fix to reverse hair loss, you wouldn't be searching this on YouTube and you would not be watching my videos. It's that simple. People wouldn't be looking for an answer if one existed. Instead, what happens is there are these cheap fixes, is what I'm going to call them. They're not solutions, because Nick Shell says there is no cure for hair loss. That's like trying to cure your skin color. Oh, I want to be darker. Oh, I want to be taller. It's your DNA. You can't cure your DNA. But hair transplant could be an option if you're not too aggressively balding. But if you get this fixed now, 10 years from now, are you going to be needing it back here? Is that going to be a lifelong thing for you? If it even takes. Hair transplants don't always take. You can take drugs, but there are some side effects you might have to look out for. Sexual side effects, to be specific. So that's another thing that you'd have to consider. So there's all these things, but ultimately, Nick Shell says if you're looking, you say provide a solution. I say shave your head as soon as possible. Maybe you're 21 and have my hairline now. Shave your head. Zero guard all over. Do it. It'll help you face your fears. It'll help you see what you're going to eventually have to be doing anyway. And in the process, you'll be amazed at how many people at first say, why'd you shave your hair off? Then 2 weeks later, will say, you know what? It's grown on me. Actually, if anybody can pull a shaved head, make that work, it's you. And what's funny is a secret that I know that most people don't know. People get all caught up. Well, I don't have the right head shape for it. Yeah, you do. You have the right head shape when you start shaving your head, because most men are too scared to do that. They fear that. So they have the hairstyle of what I call scalp coverage. Even in their 30s, they've got scalp coverage. Also, a lot of weathermen have that. News anchors. It's not exactly a comb over because they're not bald on top, but they're starting to recede, so there's scalp coverage. So if you're the guy who just full on embraces that, people will see you as more attractive because they see you as more confident. It's true. Men with shaved heads are seen as more confident. Steve Martin says you can't tell the difference between someone who has actual confidence and fake confidence, and I firmly believe that. So just imagine this concept of people see you as more confident because you choose to shave your head even now, even before you actually start balding. That's the fix. That's the solution that I'm going to provide. A lot of people don't like that answer because it's not the solution that they want to hear. They want to hear, well, take a drop of this essential oil and just rub it in your hair, and then no, that's what people want. That doesn't exist, and it's never going to exist. What our men need, you included, what men need to be is men who embrace their DNA. That's what society actually finds attractive. Men who can accept their own perceived faults. What ranks on things that women find attractive in men? So many surveys have been done. Hair never makes the top 10. But what always does, typically in the first 1, 2, or 3, that he's funny. So imagine being able to joke about the fact that you're young and already going bald. Like, I'm too sexy for my hair. I had to get rid of that. That's why I shaved my head. You just made a girl laugh. And that is so much more important than making a girl impressed that you have hair. That's the solution. So what you've just heard in this video, if you like what you heard, or at least can appreciate what you heard, even if it's not what you wanted to hear, just know that if you end up subscribing and watching more of my videos, this is the kind of stuff you're going to be exposed to. I am your manly mentor. I am your father figure of hair loss. These are things you need to hear from someone, and you're not hearing them from anywhere else, which is why you're typing in, how do I stop hair loss? What causes hair loss? That's why fundamentally you're looking for that. You need a man like me to remind you of your true masculine identity. Your comments belong right here.